Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. Amir King Khan, 146 pounds. He stands at 5 foot 8 inches tall and has a reach of 71 inches. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford. And it's the king. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout. The fans are ready, and it looks. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Looking to land the hook. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. The courage on display here is incredible. Just when the fight was getting interesting between Khan and Crawford back in 2019, it was stopped after an accidental groin shot. I mean, that will do it to you.
Amir Khan is and was one of the fastest fighters I'd ever seen. And then for the first time in his whole career, he got in a ring with somebody that was faster than him, sharper than him, threw clusters much better than him. So then he thought, what is going on here? It's a new world. How does he deal with this? Then now he's got to depend on his skills. But he didn't realize that until the fight. So this is why we're doing this all over again. Amir Khan now has to depend on his skills rather than his speed. Because he knows Crawford has the speed to put him out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice hook. We wanted action, and you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute up.
Here we go for round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating, this can be hellfire.
So much firepower here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I love that. The jab slick.
The job. It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on.
That was beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there.
They're even in the same league as me. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and get back out there and win the round. Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round.
Just don't worry back into the fight. Great round.
That guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on.
Keep smart. Relax now. I don't want you to load up.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Come on.
On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh, he took that jab well. No rest for the weary. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
A very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
Missing with that right hook. His stamina is off the charts. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance without a doubt.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because If you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook won't score. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Feel good? Good man,
Come to the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum back.
I'm got full pair. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up.
Right, let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping back, all right? Good.
In again, don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. You got full pair.
Switch on. Get your boxing back together. Get your mind back.
For one shot at a time, sets him up. When you're taking out, he's ready to go.
Get your shots off and don't give him anything, all right? Go back out there and
Be smart, otherwise you'll see it and ride it out. Go.
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. A well-placed hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.